Hello everybody, I'm forecaster Dustin Staples. This is your latest WITN First Alert forecast here. We're starting Monday off on a different story than we saw Sunday. It was a very warm one for sure. The last of the 70s and 60s for at least the next little few weeks, to say the least. So we'll keep an eye on things there. Hatteras there did set a record, by the way, there. Some of our other locations got close to not setting records once again. So overall, we're not going to be breaking any high records. Again, we'll have to keep a close eye on anything low or any observed high records here for this time of year. Again, generally speaking, we're supposed to be in the mid-50s. We're going to be close to that tomorrow, and then by the later of the week to come, we're watching for that cold snap to come once again. We're watching for a late week system as well, so a little bit of everything happening here across the east. As we started things off early this morning here, we were in the 20s and 30s, and yeah, I'll bet you we are about 30, almost 40 degrees colder about this time yesterday, and we had the humidity. It was humid, it was warm. You stepped out the door, let's try almost 40, nearly 45 degrees colder with the humidity change. Something, a very drastic drop in that as well. So again, a very powerful system that moved through with that rain and that wind with that too. We're quiet here locally here, and then there's the rainfall that fell over Sunday morning, to say the least, and it helped us out just a little bit. Again, though most of that rain was overnight for some locations with that too. Quiet across much of the country here, and again, the only other weather makers minus the northeast is a system coming off the west coast of Washington there, though things will continue to change and evolve. Other than that, we're going to stay pretty chilly today with those breezes begin to diminish here, except for the coastline. We're going to be holding that north breeze for the rest of the afternoon. Highs today getting up in the upper 40s and low 50s, lower 40s. Coastline communities here will drop back down in the 30s by tomorrow morning. A few upper 20s can't be ruled out for Tuesday, and then getting up in the mid 50s. Seasonable chilly into the evening, but warm back up again as we go towards Wednesday. More cloud cover though starts to approach the area. We'll warm back up in the 50s as we go towards the afternoon. And though those winds start to come out of the north, they'll turn back out of the south again as we go towards tomorrow, and then again on Wednesday once more, especially toward the coastline. It's going to get quite breezy out there. Those winds between 15 and 25 miles an hour. So overall, quite breezy stance to stand with the winds. Gusty winds, again, not an issue today, but tomorrow we may see them occasionally pop up later in the afternoon heading into your Wednesday. There we go. We see those winds picking up here Wednesday morning once again. Probably talking about some more wind chills down in the 30s. Speaking of wind chills here for today, our wind chills will be in the 40s, thankfully near the temperature, close enough to it anyway. Later Tuesday morning, again, not an issue with those winds, but again, later the day on Tuesday and Wednesday, we'll watch again those wind chills. We'll be a few degrees cooler from the highs as we go further than that. All right, so of course, we're quiet Tuesday, we're quiet most of Wednesday morning. Late in the day Wednesday, watching again for some coastal showers. Some inland southern counties could get clipped with a few showers with that too. And it's not until the middle of late week here Thursday. I know a lot of model guidance has been so all over the place regarding any wintry weather. At this time, it does not pose a threat. Keep checking back for updates because it's going to be an evolving forecast. If you have, of course, MLK services coming up this weekend, you want to, of course, check back each day regarding that. Rainfall, though, through the weekend, right now about 1/4 to 1/2 inch, give or take. So really not a lot of rain expected out of the system coming through. Of course, it may change over to old wintry weather here regarding that. And winds, it's going to get cold again as we go towards that time frame. Again, more clouds and sun on Wednesday. We may start off the day with sunshine, and we turn over to overcast for the afternoon as that system rides up the coast, brings a few showers with it. Though our highs are colder than they need to be for this time here. Pretty much Wednesday and Tuesday are the near average seasonable temperatures, and we're watching for another late week system coming at Sunday to Monday. We'll have to watch that very carefully.